welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Nightly Devotions with me, Miranda, and I go over my nightly devotions through the book called Jesus Calling, and I give my ideas, my thoughts as I read through my nightly devotions. So tonight is April 30th, so we'll get started here. When some basic need is lacking, time, energy, money, consider yourself blessed. Your very lack is an opportunity to latch onto me in unashamed dependence. When you begin a day with inadequate resources, you must concentrate your efforts on the present moment. This is where you are meant to live, in the present. It is the place where I always await you. Awareness of your inadequacy is a rich blessing, training you to rely wholeheartedly on me. So I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I do tend to struggle with wholeheartedly relying on God. We shouldn't, but I do. And I think that's human nature. You want to rely on what you're capable of providing for yourself. You want to work hard for what you want out of life. And sometimes you have to allow God to bring your dreams to fruition, which can be really hard because sometimes the door is closed when you want it to be open. And you have to wait until it's the right time for that door to open. I've been there many times myself in the past. Namely with the job I have now. I've wanted to be an ME tech for probably 3 years or more. I applied for it, I think 3 years or four, close to 3 years ago, I would think. I applied for the same job that I have now, and I didn't get it. Somebody else was a better candidate, and they got the position over me, as they should. I think I had just begun school, and so they had other training that I did not through military, and they were able to get the job over me. So now fast forward 2.5 years, and I'm 2.5 years through school. I am then the best candidate, and I got the job. So as much as it sucked that the door wasn't open when I wanted it, I knew that it wasn't my turn, and I trusted and believed that when it was my turn and that door was supposed to be open, that it would be open and I would be able to walk right through it. And I did. So I understand how it's tough sometimes to know that you have to trust that God will open the door when it's time, and to rely wholeheartedly on that. So to finish here, it says, the truth is that self-sufficiency is a myth perpetuated by pride and temporary success. Pride is a tough one, guys. I think we all have a bit of pride here and there. When I was a kid, I could be very, very prideful. My mom drilled into me, pride comes before the fall, Miranda. Which I think is really funny because in society now, and you may not agree with what I'm about to say, and that's okay. We can have different opinions and still be friends. In my opinion, I think it's a funny play on words that I've realized here. Pride, as you see everywhere with the rainbow flags, to put it mildly, again I said I would keep it PG, so we're keeping it PG, so follow my drift. Rainbow flags everywhere, and that's what society focuses on and pushes and believes is this great, wonderful thing. And then if you watch what the trajectory of our country is going to be, if we continue to embrace that and to continue to push that to our children, there will be a fall. So it's funny that pride comes before the fall. And that's just my own personal opinion. So like I said, we can have different opinions and still be friends. So the next one here is, health and wealth can disappear instantly, as can life itself. Rejoice in your insufficiency, knowing that my power is made perfect in weakness. I don't think anybody likes to feel weak. I especially do not enjoy feeling weak. So to think that in my weakness is when God is strongest, I believe is true. But the feeling weak part is what I don't like. And I don't like to ever admit that I'm weak. But we all are weak sometimes, and that's okay. So tonight's verses that go along with this are James 1, 2, and 3. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Yes. And in the times we're in now societally, the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Because it's not easy to be a Christian in the times we're in right now. It's mocked, and I just heard a new buzzword the other day called Christofascism, and the way that the lady defined it was people using their religion to push their views. So now we're called Christofascists. Isn't that wonderful? The next one is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. I'm going to read that last little part again. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather boast about my weakness, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. So just think about that. And I'm still kind of chewing on it in my brain right now, too. It's just, he's going to boast about his weaknesses so that Christ may dwell, the power of Christ may dwell in him. And I think we all could learn from that. So that's tonight's devotion and the end of April. So I hope that you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please hit that like button, turn on the notifications so that you see when these are posted. They go up every night at 6 p.m. And I'm really appreciative that you guys are here and watching these. If you enjoy it, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. God bless.